Hello, my friends, and welcome to 1.17. This is the first episode of the Guardian Gang SMP in 1.17, and I've already got a spyglass because we are going to start this episode with Megan and I. We did some shenanigans, not quite shenanigans, more like exploring, just discovering 1.17, flying to new chunks, getting some stuff. So let's go experience some of those firsts of 1.17. Where art thou, glow squid?
Are you
in
went
the
all the way up
ravine?
to the surface. I went up to the surface. Once you get up here, it's like, it's bright.
Can I kill
Like,
it?
you can see it. What? No! First glow squid! Where'd he go?
Yeah, he's a glowy boy. He's down. There's two! I voted for these guys.
I need air.
I am a winner.
Ah!
I want to let them live because they're so cool, but I also want the glowing.
Hey, just gaze at them and their beauty.
It's the first moss of the season.
Oh, heck.
We got the first moss on my end, and Megan, what did you just get? The lichen?
If you look over here, there's a glowy patch right there.
Okay. So first I will try with a silk touch. That did not work. We need shears. Please. Oh, I do have spare iron. I have lots of it. There is no need to fear. I have the
Sounded
glow
like you got
lichen.
it. Oh, yeah. Hi.
Oh hey, mine shot. There would be 1.17 treasure in here. Glowberries. Glowberries.
Oh. I should plant those. Can you
And
grow
another
them?
new tag. I think you can. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Where art thou, goats? Goat. I got a goat. I found goat. Hello, please kick me off the cliff. Please. It is my only wish. I love how you're admiring a flower forest and I'm just like, kick me off the mountain, goat. Do it. Do it. I'm waiting. You had one job. I forgot about that achievement, Megan. Did you know about that achievement? Is that why you got the goats? The boats?
You jumped.
Whatever.
Oh, no.
Go.
I just did this that way, like, we'd know there'd be some for sure. Just get in the boat, please.
That's smart.
There we go. Let me.
Get the achievement? Yes. The next day after Megan and I went and did that exploring, I did some more because I hadn't quite found a geode yet, so I went and did that as well. So let's see that too. I think we're right next to two amethyst geodes. If I'm not mistaken, I think that might be a bug that they're generating like that, sprouting out of the ocean. But like this could be nothing else, and that's what is it? What is this? It's like calcium or something. Calcite? Oh, that's amethyst. That is amethyst. I don't have any light blocks on me, but ooh, let's get our first. Ooh. Oh wait, they're the actual light sources. I didn't know they were a light source. That's cool. Let's check the other one. This is exciting. 1.17, guys. That's one step closer to the caves and cliffs. Ooh. Oh, this one has an easy exit and entrance. That's nice. Okay. This works. This one would be cool to keep intact, whereas destroy the other one, because this is cool. This is a cool entrance. We've got another first, guys. We got dripstone and underwater dripstone. I'm not sure how you mine. I'm not sure how you mine this. You do just do that. And now it is a bit later, and pro tip, for when you are designing a storage system, build it with the intent of adding future blocks to it, like blocks that don't exist but will exist, because for the most part, or even just things you don't think you need, because when I started this base, this entire wing, this red wing, was empty, but I've slowly filled it up with some things that I've begun to need. And then I also had enough room for the 1.17 blocks that I will see myself having quite a bit of, like the copper, amethyst, deep slate, tough, calcite, and the moss. So I didn't have to make any adjustments. I just had to put the items in the item frame, and then boom, I'm done. And also change the filter because this is automatic. But we've got some supplies, and we also have some more 1.17 stuff. 5 axolotls. I believe I have one of every single color except for the blue one, which you can only get by breeding, which I'd like to have, but we'll see how realistic that is. And I also have a super high-tech, super efficient, super complicated dripstone farm. Guys, this is so complicated. I don't know if I can even make a tutorial for that. Like, that's just so high-tech. Look at it. I would like to build something in my base for 1.17 with the new blocks, but I gotta think about what I want to build and how I want to build it. Did you see those creepers there? We gotta be careful. So I want to build something elsewhere, and I think I want to build something with the goats, because I desperately want a goat to push me off a mountain. So I want to build something with the new blocks. And as we saw, because I think I recorded it, I really hope so. But anyway, I have 2 goats in a boat. Whatever floats your goat. So I really want to do something on the mountain, because calcite and those neutral blocks would look fantastic in the mountains. So I think I'm going to get some more deep slate and maybe find some more calcite. And we are going to build something. We have 3 goats behind me that I have brought long and far, about 1,000 blocks from a mountain biome over there somewhere, to a different mountain biome that is, much closer to my base. So the spruce forest that I live in, it's right over there. Soon the trees will start loading, and you can see them right there. That's just a little bit more that way. That's where I live. And by a little bit, I mean like 500 blocks. Not that bad. And I wanted to be close, but I had trouble finding an area, because this area doesn't look the nicest. Like what's going on? There's like pits, there's exposed stone where there normally wouldn't, because, whoa, this is a plains biome. That's because this is where Rosamund and I go whenever we need a supply of dirt. So this area has just slowly been destroyed. This area less so, because I've kind of been nicer to it, but this is where we destroyed it, and also dealt with some super creepers. And anyway, so I decided that this mountain range, while it is lovely, and I would have loved to build it on this side to have that big mountain, I'm just building it on the other side, where we're actually in the mountain biome, where the goats spawn. That just makes more sense. And so as of recording, we don't have the replay mod available yet. And so I'm going to explain the game plan for today, because normally I just do replay and that's all. So I'm going to explain my thoughts, and we're going to do progress updates for today. And that's how this episode is going to work. I want to build a windmill right here. That's kind of close to the top, but not all the way, so we don't see the ugliness of the destroyed landscape on the other side of that mountain. And then I'm either going to place the actual little goat farms right here or right here. Definitely not over here, because of that structure right there, which is being entirely supported by that one block. So I want to start with that windmill, because I look forward to that larger building than the smaller little goat farm areas that I have planned. So I will see you when some progress of that has been done. Update: I have 4 goats now instead of 3, because I wanted an even number, so I bred 2 of them. That's not why we're here. That's not why I'm recording this clip. I am recording this clip because we are at our first checkpoint, basically. This is the darker part of the building because I am kind of going lighter as I'm going up. You can see I start with the deep slate at the bottom. That's one of like two things that makes it 1.17 besides the goats. And then we have gray concrete powder, and I'm mixing in oak, dark oak, and spruce. And so this is what it looks like kind of from the top. Obviously there is no top, there is no actual windmill yet. It is just an empty building that is a decent height right now. As I said, it's going darker to lighter. So I have the last few blocks that I am going to be using. I'm going to be using stone brick and smooth stone just a little bit to kind of border a little bit between the concrete powder and the calcite, which I want to be the main block of the second half where we actually have the windmill. And I think the windmill will face this direction. Like, that's not a good way to explain it. I think it will be looking this way. And that is because I don't want it facing that way where the ugly landscape is. Don't want it facing that way where that thing is. And this side already has that, which is a pretty decent detail, whereas this side does not have much. And so having the windmill on this side will add to that, and it'll balance out the detail instead of having a really flat side and then a side with a decent amount of detail. So I will see you when either we're at a second checkpoint or the windmill is complete. Okay guys, look at that beauty. Okay, no, you can't see all of it. Oh man, we're close. Let's fly out again and use Optifine Zoom because I am better at that. Look at that beauty. Isn't that beautiful? I love this build so much. Look at that. Gorgeous. Amazing. I'm impressed with myself, to be honest. There's no inside. I just phase 2, the second half, the lighter half is done. Let's land in front of the windmill. So this is the side with the windmill in all its glory. So we have, I don't know windmill terminology. I'm not going to pretend like I know it. That's what it looks like. We can zoom in some more like that so we can, yeah, looks nice. I'm proud of my build. If we fly over to the side of the mountain where you can see the destroyed landscape, we can see the other side, which is like the top part is identical on the other two sides. So the roof looks like that. We got a lightning rod at the top, and I lit it up, although nothing can spawn there because those are all slabs or they're stairs at the top there. But this is something I'm really proud of because I have never done this, or at least I can never recall doing it. The oak wood underneath the roof there, you can see it there and there. It's like an underside to the roof. I have never done that, and I think it looks amazing. Like, look at that. The color goes so nice with spruce. And then with the dark prismarine, it's like the actual roof color. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have it again down there. I don't have it in the smaller parts of the roof right there and right there because those are so tiny. They don't need it. There's no interior. The interior is completely blank. In fact, a creeper almost blew it up. So I put a lantern down right in the middle right here, but yeah, no floors even. It's just empty. I'll do an interior. It just won't be anything fancy. But what we have next is not the interior. I want to get these guys a home so they are not on a fence right by my shulker boxes getting in my way. These guys have the audacity to like be in front of all my stuff, but then not even push me. They'll jump all they want. But I've never been pushed by a goat, and that was my one dream in 1.17. I just want one of you to hit me. And of course, with where we are now, I won't get knocked off a mountain like I want to. Anyway, let's make some goat farms, goat houses, and I'll show you those when they are done. Before I show you checkpoint number 3, I'm looking at the windmill through the spyglass. That's really it. I love this building. Let's see what I did. So we have coarse dirt outside the windmill now, just a little bit, like just basic stuff, not super detailed right now. And then we got a path that goes down to the first azalea tree that I planted, and it's fenced off. Might remove the fence, not sure. We have a couple lampposts. They're really simple. I might change them because that's a lot of spruce. There's a lot of spruce in this area. It's a lot of brown, and I want some color. But we have this, and so now we're going to zoom out and use the Optifine zoom instead so I could show you. So we have 2 areas that are fenced off, one way more so than the other because this one has our goats. Because I took them off their leads, well, some of them, and I'll explain why. And then over here, I want to put a wheat farm over here. And so I added a little waterfall that has yet to be terraformed super much. This whole area hasn't been terraformed, just the basic stuff. Because that more detailed stuff will be checkpoint 4. We're in checkpoint 3. But we have a little structure there. So let's take a look at that. So I did not go with a normal fence. I went with stripped dark oak and then spruce trapdoors and oak trapdoors on top. And then we have a little structure here with hay bales as the roof. And we have 2 goats that are on leads on fences in front. And that is because goats can jump really high. And they can get out, as we have already seen. They can jump out of here, and so by having 2 on leads, I know I will always have some, and I can get my population back, because over time, they will just jump out of here, and I could make the walls taller, but I really don't want to do that. And here they can much more easily jump into the second area, where I will be putting a little wheat farm, just much more open to the outside. So the idea is that this is the central point, kind of the centerpiece, which is why I want to add more color to this. Put some more detail into it, just like I did that. Let's go to checkpoint number 4. All right, my friends, the sun is setting, but our final little checkpoint is done because now there are more than just walls up, as you can see. So there we have the farm. And there we have where the goats live. I changed the roof to match the windmill. I like that a lot more than the hay bales. We still have the hay bales. I made 2 piles of, and I added lilacs because they are the closest thing in color, flower-wise, to these azalea leaves. And so we added a bit of color, and I added granite because purple and pink, those are pretty similar. Good thing I put those 2 on leads. That's all I'm gonna say. Because the rest are gone. I know I made this thing for you guys, but I'm sorry you don't really get to experience it because you're on a lead. But you know what I can do? I can do that, and then I can get another one. Maybe they need a nudge? There we go. See, they do it when they... That's the first time! And it was the first thing he did when he came out of the womb. Oh my god! Hi! Thank you. I wish it was off a mountain, but thank you. So over here we have wheat. That's basically it. I tried to break it up with coarse dirt on places generally where there's a change in elevation. I used jungle trapdoors underneath or on top of the water because those are pretty close in color to the wheat. I thought that was pretty clever. We got that waterfall we saw earlier. That is pretty much encased in granite to kind of match the little granite piles we have every once in a while, and another azalea tree, some lilacs, and azalea leaves to also help break it up along with the coarse dirt. So this is the inside of the, I almost said watermill. The watermill's at my base. This is the windmill. This actually does something unlike my watermill back at my base, which had plans that I scrapped. So interiors are not my strong point. So we basically got flower pots and hay. We got hay up there as almost like a little bit of a loft, and I tried to almost make like a gear thing to make it look like it actually happened. So we have the windmill that turns, which turns that beam right there, and we can pretend that's a gear right there, which then takes that turning power and then turns this thing, which rotates those things down there, and that like grinds down the wheat. This area is looking great. The windmill remains my favorite part. You can tell my creative energy goes into the structures and not so much the terraforming in the interiors, which I am trying to get better at. But look at that. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it so much. 1.17 makes room for a couple new farms in order to get some blocks and stuff. And some of those blocks are dripstone, and the other one is copper. So I learned today that drown drop copper. So you can make a copper farm. Because I was like, do I really have to go and mine all of this to get copper? But turns out I don't. I can just make a drown farm. And if I remember, yes, I do remember right. I don't think I destroyed it. I think, I'm not sure if I ever showed this on camera, but if we go right down here, let's plug up that lava. There's a dungeon right there. And I'm pretty sure it's a zombie one. Yes. So I'm going to test between episodes. If we take these zombies and turn them into drones, will they still drop copper and stuff? Or will they not drop copper and stuff? Because I would really like drowned for that copper, because I won't really want to build with copper until I have a stable supply of it, because otherwise I have to go mining, and I don't always want to go mining because that means stone and cobblestone, and I'm kind of running out of space for that in my bulk storage, and that is a problem. So that's what I want to do next, because we've built a little bit with 1.17. I want to get a stable supply of some of the stuff. But I have blabbed on long enough. We did a lot today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you next time for some of those farms, and later for some more building, both 1.17 and just usual building, although now isn't all building 1.17. Anyway, thanks again, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.